All right, let's get back to this. I talk about the cart before the horse. I have to keep doing this because there will come a time when the technology will shift and actually reflect intelligence and not be artificial perception of intelligence. And it's largely going to be because of the actions of me. It says so in most religious stories. Okay. So, I have to keep doing this until, like Muhammad said about Islam, until the world submits to the peace of Jesus Christ, till the people accept, wow, this is right, let's do this because we love our spouses and our children. All right. So I'm going to have to keep doing this in some regard or another. Someday I just got to come to terms with. Yeah, I want to be more comfortable. I want to go out there and shoot hoops in the barn, and I want to work out without having to wait and keep this phone to load it and then keep talking to you and keep telling you guys, okay. It's literally like instead of, someone trying to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge and commit suicide, it's like two assholes pointing guns at each other's heads and saying, I'm going to blow your head off because I want to fuck your seat off the planet. No, I'm going to blow your head and I have to talk them out of it because it's like, just love one another. So women won't be such evil fucking bitches like, Delilah, all you Jezebels, so it fucking sucks. And women are what you put into them. So if you fight and fuck, and you fuck the woman, and then she raises your kids, and you Stockholm syndrome her, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get this evil, attractive, bitchy shithead. Okay, and that's what most of you guys have. You turn on the TV, they'd seem nice. Okay. Because it's Evelyn Champagne King. People tell me that you really know the right things to say, especially when you're trying. And it says that in the Bible, All the sweet words, and they're so sexy and so enticing. Oh my gosh, those Christmas strippers from the best friend of the girl on Full House, And it's very enticing. You're rich, you're famous. People remember you. Oh my gosh, you were on that movie. You were one of the girlfriends on Dude with the 50-foot space alien where you're looking at, I want to ride that. And you do not want to be shoved into a 50-foot tall woman's vagina. Okay? No. You want to be a 60-foot tall man, because you're bigger and you want to be bigger and stronger, and have a penis that fits that 50-foot. And even then, you don't want to do that because if you're like one of those assholes, I'm trying to talk out of shooting each other in the head so they can outbreed the other person off the planet because they're almighty gods with that stupid bitch of their great womb of the bitchendom. Now, fuck that shit. It's horrible. Okay. The way genetic splicing works, okay, is men have sex with women. And then their little, okay, has their DNA. And it goes into a woman and she has an egg. And that's her DNA. And they genetically splice. Now, if one man like Genghis Khan, okay, gets 50 women and has sex with, and then all the women are fighting, which one is the best kid? Like what happened with poor King David and others throughout history. Okay. My son will be the great Solomon. My son will be the great king. My son's better than your son. I'm going to find ways to kill off your son so my son is the god. And he's the seed that fills all the wombs. And then you have one guy fuck 50 women and it happens all over again. Great Wall of China. The great empire of the Egyptians and their great pyramids. And yeah, you would think that. You could fuck everyone. Well, the only thing better than pussy is two pussies, right, Tristan Thompson? So you see how these assholes are? And they've been genetically splicing for thousands and thousands of years. And if they can't beat you at basketball and they're not more intelligent and couth than you and stuff like that, they will try to assassinate you and kill your kids off the face of the planet. Sheriff Brown always hated me. For what? I don't know. I know. Okay. Every time I plant a seed, he said, kill it before it grow. Because he's going to obliterate my legacy, because he's going to be a monogamous, loving, faithful, wedding vow man, and I'm going to try to fuck every woman in the world and then have the fight like hell who's going to replace me as the next Trumpster, the next Joe Biden, the next Jimmy Carter, the next, the fuck! You suck, see? And then when I say stuff like, oh no, not every woman wants to marry a man like me and have my child, who won't try to kill off your kids and fuck every woman and have them fight like hell to see who's going to be the next biggest dickus? Are you fucking sure about that? Ask Denzel Washington. Maybe he training days those. King Kong ain't nothing on his ego, right? Do you understand? And contrary to popular opinion, not every woman wants to be fucked by Mr. Big Stuff and have his offspring and then have to fight like hell with the other 15 women that he fucked and got pregnant to see who inherits his money from Biggest Dickisdom. Okay? They had that Patel kid on there. I was watching the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Patel kid sitting there talking to the reporters. He says, we've talked to the Israelis about killing people at hospitals. And we're working on that. We're still trying to get them to, well, you got to make sure they have a hospital so they can reload people to kill people. Okay, how about we just talk to them about living the Magna Charta of the Lord's Prayer? How about that? How is it that people thousands of years ago were intellectually more intelligent and astute than you and still are to this day because we have the written words of it, and you're still not talking about that. You're still talking about genocidal operations and body repair shops like mass units to put the people back into the compete to fight to fuck for it because you got the greatest seed and the best vagina. And you guys suck. Don't say you don't suck because it's true. Okay? All they can do is just genetic engineering. Setting up the right egg with the right sperm to be the best sperm egg in the history of sperm and eggdom. Okay, just love one another. Obey your wedding vows. Honor your wedding vows. Have children. Raise your kids the right way, and your neighbors will say, hey, that's the right way to do. And when they do that, your neighbor just might be the one that, oh, I think I love Susie Joe Jackson. Well, Patrick Earl Parsons, you go marry Susie Joe Jackson and have me some cute grandkids. But all Jacksons are full of shit. That's not true. There's a good Samaritan out there. Do you see what I'm saying? Not all Parsoneses are Earl. Okay, do you understand? I have some cousins that are like, Okay. My sister had married a guy named Bob Zinkas. He's an ass. He's a complete and total ass. He's a Donald Trump testicle. Okay, he's a dickhead. Okay, and I adore his daughters. But his daughters do everything and follow everything he says and does, and he's a complete asshole. My Steffi was going to beat the shit out of him because he has no couth and he has no way. He doesn't know how to. He sat there in front of my brown wife, okay, who people call black, okay, and talked shit about Val having sex with black men before he married her, before she married him. Okay, and Steffi's like, you don't do that to people. You don't, because I don't. I was there, well, you had sex with Sean and he was, no, I didn't think Sean was a bad guy. I think Sean just had trouble having a relationship with Stephanie because she was abused and it was very difficult. So I didn't sit there and say, well, Sean was an asshole. I said, well, that was a difficult situation. You're not in that situation anymore. I'll try to be more understanding. But I didn't sit there and say, well, fucking Sean, he was a dick. I met Sean. I liked Sean. So, well, law hit on him and he hit on her. It's like the law hit on everybody. It doesn't bother me. Okay? When I wasn't around, she hit on dudes. Okay? When she wasn't around, I didn't hit on people. I was just really nice. And Law said that. You're such a nice guy. Women are going to hit on you all the time. I said, yeah, I'm well aware of that, especially when I got a girlfriend. I know about women and their self-esteem or lack thereof. I understand. A lot of guys like that too, right? So me, I have good self-esteem. Okay? I don't base my self-esteem off whether or not a woman is having sex with me. Okay? It doesn't mean, you guys all will fight and kill over money, and I can't find a woman to have sex with me because I can't find a woman that'll stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. That doesn't take my self-esteem and go, oh man, I suck. Oh shit, I'm Jennifer Lopez's personal assistant, right? Okay. I clean the house for Oprah Winfrey. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't feel like that. Okay, so I'm good to go. I'm like, yeah, when they all grow up, they want to be more like me, or the women want to be loved by a man like me, and I know that. So I'll raise your kids right here. YouTube, one view at a time. Okay. No, because I went to watch the one with the kid who's the fat electrician, right? Telling this historical story about that black gentleman that did all these extreme crazy things because his life was, like the David Goggins of the of the early 20th century, not the 21st century, right? And they all think this is so amazing. It's like, no, this sucks. It's just, it's kind of like the overly macho version of James Baldwin, Yeah. Carol's like, it is. I know. So, but then I sat and I watched that one lady, the butler lady from California, kiss ass to keep her business things going because she didn't get elected back into the Senate. I'm like, yeah, baby girl, it's obvious what you're doing. So, and then I watched the writer kid get up and, do the press conference stuff for the Department of Defense. And they're asking, okay, so who are we killing and why are we killing them and where are we going to kill them? I can't answer that question. Well, it might get the guys that I used to kill other people for surplus population genocide operations killed. And I don't want to pay more money and put more time into training other guys to do it. These guys are highly trained. I can't answer that question because I don't want to get my guys that kill people. And then what about the drones? Well, the drones, you can just make more drones. You don't have to train them. So obviously, when we look at it holistically, it would be better to use drones than training human beings to do it. And then you can turn the drone off. And if you can keep the drone turned off, you can sleep soundly as long as you know someone will warn you if somebody tries to get your drones and kill you with your drones. But if you have to sleep next to these assholes that I train to kill people and they're addicted to it, I want a drone to kill them before I put them back into the general populace once they become civilians again, right? He didn't say that, but you can sure feel it. It's like, wow. Okay, Pat, well, thanks, right? General, the general also is a cartoon character that sells automobile insurance for hypothetical, theoretical value systems with Shaquille O'Neal and eats a pizza. So what can I say? Hey, look out, there's a Pepsi car following you. Earl, I can make jokes. Earl's got jokes. Oh, these are better dad jokes than your dad jokes. Oh, hell yeah. Because who's your daddy, bitch? Okay, I love you very much. Just obey the wedding, Monogamy is a good thing. Yeah, I noticed that with mine. Why? Barbara and Amy were both jealous of Patrick, Stephanie's son, because their sons didn't measure up to all the biggest dickish and the athletic and the big hands and the big feet and stuff. So they were very jealous of Patrick, Stephanie's child. Because Patrick was always big, tall, handsome, and more had more physical qualities that superficial women want out of a male than Noah or Amy's adopted brother, right? So that sucked. And it's like, don't compare. Be like Judah Krishnamurti. Empathy and respect. Okay. There you go. Okie dokie dokie. What have you done about poverty? You have poverty of the mind. I will help enrich in your mind. Okay, thank you very much. All right.